The DJI AVATA 2. Is it the best introductory drone for FPV? From a beginner perspective, I'm gonna cut right to the chase and I'm just gonna tell you guys, yes it is. Another thing, it's well worth the buy. Let me explain. I've been flying drones a lot, probably have around 200 hours on both my DJI minis, but I want to up my game, widen my filming options. So I went out and did a very poor unboxing and tested out with a few flights. To break it down for everyone, I got the Fly More combo package with 3 batteries. This package, which at the time was $1,200 plus tax, was a pretty solid deal. Now, let me break it down for you even further down to the individual prices from their website. The sling bag, which is $90, a pair of DJI Goggle 3, $500, the motion controller, $200, DJI AVATA 2, the drone itself, which is $490, DJI AVATA 2-way charging hub, $60, DJI AVATA 2 intelligent flight batteries individually are $130, but you gotta times that by 3. Spare propellers, which were $10, DJI FPV remote controller 3, $200. Now I'm gonna show you guys what the package numbers are compared to if you were to buy the individual numbers, and then what I bought off to the side as extras. Once I got everything unpacked and charged up, I took it out for a spin. But before you can fly, you need to set up the goggles, configure them to your face, and connect them to the drone. In order to connect it to the drone, you need to download the DJI Fly app from the DJI website to your phone. Then connect a wire from the goggles to your phone and let that sync up. I know it sounds complicated, but there's a very easy step-by-step instructions that the goggles give you once you put them on, as well as once you're inside of the app, which I'll have a link down below to download for your phone. It's basically dummy proof. Unfortunately, for the first few flights, I forgot an SD card to put into the drone and goggles, but let me assure you, I just flew it around in an open field to get a feel for it. Meanwhile, my brother kept the drone in a beginner mode. Yes, there is a beginner mode which doesn't let you go more than 1 meter per hour, I believe. This mode makes sure that you don't just instantaneously fly into a tree, a wall, the ground, you know, everything that's outside. Now, all my flying so far has been done with the motion controller it comes with. Surprising enough, it's basically like playing a video game. It is very frightening how easy it is to fly using the motion control. This is a great way to get a feel for the FPV for the first time without having to worry about keeping the drone afloat and accidentally flipping it over, which it won't let you do. With this drone, there's no worrying about the different axes of the yaw, pitch, and roll like a regular FPV drone in acro mode. With the hardest and most worrisome things taken away behind safety features, which are very important and I'll talk to you guys about in a different video, you can just enjoy the flight. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm doing the first test. I've got my drone. I have an SD card in the drone. I have an SD card in the headset, and I'm using my Insta360 Go 2 to record from my wrist. Well, wish me luck, folks. Let's see how this goes. I've done a total of 4 sets of flights, with each set going more and more aggressive with the motion controller. My last set of flights I was flying close to trees and rocks, flying out of view to see how the connection holds up. Everything about this drone is simple and yet very powerful, and I cannot stress this enough. I had no connection issues with very little lag time for the view it shows. My only issue was that it was so cold and my body was so hot it fogged up the goggles, and I ended up crashing a few times because I couldn't really see. The AVATA fell probably about 30 feet and was perfectly fine after crashing from a tree. I was able to start it back up without finding it and fly it directly back to me. This drone is basically indestructible, which is perfect for beginners because you're gonna crash it a lot. Then about 30 minutes later, I crash it again while I'm moving and weaving through the trees. Whoa. Now, at this point, I only have maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours of flying the drone with the motion controller. Even after smacking the tree, the drone had 0 damage on it, and it was perfectly capable of flying again. I cannot stress this enough how much of an amateur I am when it comes to FPV, and I had the time of my life while flying this drone. It's easy, forgiving, fun, fast, and best of all, it is insanely durable. For the amount of money for what you get is worth every penny, and I think it's a great way to get into the FPV without having to worry about breaking the drone every single flight or the bank. I'll be flying this so much more and starting to use the FPV controller for more precise flights. I already have many trips in mind for this new baby and can't wait to show off all the footage when I finally get the chance. So please stay tuned, and if you enjoy the video, hit that like, subscribe button, comment down below, and let me know how your experience with the AVATA 2 has been going. Remember everyone, you only live life once, so live it to the fullest, and I'll catch you later.